Hi, I got just two words I want to share with you tonight that will make all the difference in who you are now versus where you want to be. Balance versus imbalance. I can't say it enough. Success versus failure. Procrastination versus stagnation. Procrastination versus activation. Balance versus imbalance. Those two words will differentiate and initiate and activate one or the other of you being a success story in your life. And everything I'm talking about to you is very important to me because I think we all want to be successful. And you can define success very simply as doing something that you like to do that you know matters to humanity. Your success should be a humanitarian cause that financially sustains you, provides for you to be able to go out here and live pretty much a lifestyle. Your success is your ability to have lifestyle management financially. As simple as that. If you're not living the life you want because you're not making enough money, then you need to readdress something. Something's what? Living in the place of imbalance. And see, there are a few things about balance versus imbalance that I just want to share with you this evening. And it may be a trigger for you to stop, like I was talking about when we were discussing the realities of, being a procrastinator. How sometimes things in life can just be a trigger to you. I may be a trigger tonight for you to realize that you're living with something called organized chaos. That may be a coin term that Mr. G came up with, but I've lived in organized chaos at many stages in my life, still deal with it sometimes right now about things. You just be like, you want to go, I can't take it, sometimes, but you don't quit. Organized chaos can be okay if you acknowledge that you're in that mode. And that's the side of the coin that's imbalance. See, imbalance is just, you know you need to go to the gym, but you're getting up every day and just going to work and coming home, feeding the kids, watching some reruns of the Fresh Prince or something like that, or just chilling out on Netflix or something. You know what I'm talking about. That's that imbalance, but you're living with it. And you kind of got your own little way of organizing that. You got this thing called a habit, but it's not a good one. And it pushes you further and further into that chaos. See, but if you wake up and you activate that mindset, that balance is non-negotiable. People ask me all the time, how have you been able to run 25 marathons? That is why I can sit there with you and tell you that organized chaos doesn't work. It pushes you further and further into that place of despair, that you just get stagnated there. And it becomes your lifestyle management. It becomes your badass habit. And when you got them bad habits, boy, look at here. They can create frustration. They can really start to impede your ability to start to differentiate so that you can activate the right areas of your life to get out of the chaos. Get on to that road to where you live in balance. Because balance is success. That's the truth, man. Balance is success. And sometimes you get pushed, you just get pushed out of that chaos. Because you know what's pushing you? You ain't making enough money. You know what's pushing you? You just feel like, man, I'm just going to the job, showing up every day. You're not living something I call the PP3. See, the PP3 keeps you in balance. That's your passion, your purpose, and the universe is going to give you this possibility. It's just going to open the doors. You're going to get up every day feeling like I got to do everything I need to so I can continue to stay fired up. So I can continue to move forward. When you live in with that balance, man, you know it. See, for me, when I start living with balance, I start running 2 marathons a year. from the year 1997 all the way through for the next decade. 2 marathons a year. You know why? Because I developed the PC factor. I found the balance in my time. I became a peak performer. I became that guy that there was some non-negotiables. My son Jonathan was saying and talking to me one day. He went out and bought him a new truck. He said, well, Dad, when I was looking around to get the truck, there were some things I had to have. They were non-negotiables. Balance is non-negotiable. When you're seeking the next level in your life and something keeps irking at you, something keeps bugging at you, something keeps talking to you, you are seeking the next level. You are going to seek it. It's just going to irk at you enough. Just scratching at you, annoying you, poking at you. You know what I'm talking about. I know somebody watching this video right now saying, yeah, man, I do need to go back to school. Wow, man, I don't know. Then right there, the fear monster one. Soon as you say, well, I don't think I can. Man, I got to feed the kids every day after school, man. I'm already trying to work out 3 days a week, man. I don't even know where I can get the money. See, all of a sudden, you have created this obscure monster that becomes that corporate. It just feeds organized chaos. It feeds imbalance. And you see, imbalance really starts to show up in those places where you don't want it to show up. Your job, your personal life, who you are just as a functioning individual. Because you're not happy. You're not happy. Remember, you got 24/7, 168 hours a week. When I was talking about procrastination in my last episode, what are you doing with them? Can't you recognize that you're living a lie? Then can't you recognize that you got to lean in sometime? You got to deal with this balance versus imbalance syndrome? Let me tell you something, man. See, balance is no longer, should I say, a luxury. It's a necessity. And things just started to happen for me in my life when I decided that I am mind, body, and spirit. When I decided the questionnaire that's in this book are the same questions Gregory Griffith asked himself many times and try to live by them as my mantra. Who I am physically. Your first impression is all you got every day you show up. Anytime you're going for a new job interview. As a musician, the first time you go on a gig and you fire up, you got to make sure you're dead on it. First impressions. And if you walk into the game of life with the mindset that I want to exhibit my optimum physical appearance, what you see is what you get, baby. As a teacher for 31 years, many of those years, I just wouldn't show up if I didn't wear a jacket and a tie. I finally got downsized like you see me right now. But the point I'm trying to make, I knew first impressions were always lasting. People came to know me as that. My mama taught me that. I live by that. I still do to this day because I think it's important. Your optimum physical appearance will always show up. It would always show up. People will remember you. They'll remember how you dress, how you look, how you smile. They'll remember your body language. Especially if you walk around with a frown, a down clown. Come on, man. No fun in that. Mommy told me, Gregory, don't you lose that smile. And I believe that. Most of the time when I'm smiling in my life, I'm living with balance. Yep. We can't smile all the time. You're going to have some imbalance. See, it's about this. How long do you sit on the bench of procrastination when you know something needs to be addressed? I'm never going to lie and tell you that you won't be a procrastinator. Of course you will. But one day, many years ago in Flanagan High School, when I finally got enough nerve to even become a public speaker, and I started in the high schools, I did a big shout out to them. I walked out. That book is a new edition of that book. 20 years ago, I released that book. Walked out on the stage, put it up in my hand. I said, I'm proud to say I'm an author. I finally got off the bench of procrastination. I finally could stand in front of people. I finally said I can do this. It's never too late. Somebody I'm talking to right now is living with imbalance to the point that it's stopping you from dealing with the realities of what you want to do. See, because I'm going to tell you something. When you want to do it, it's non-negotiable. It becomes your mantra for success. And remember, I'm just going to say it to you like this. When you're living with imbalance, you're living with stress. When you're living with imbalance, you're living with toxicity. You're living with this toxic kind of mindset because you know something irking at you, but you're still showing up every day. And people start to feel that bad, negative, pessimistic, unhappy kind of energy. And that's an injustice to you as a humanitarian cause. See, living in balance is humanitarian. People start asking me, man, hey, man, how do you do it, man? How do you work as a full-time teacher, a full-time musician, head coach for cross country? You just bought some real estate. You're a father. You're a husband. You're a brother. Come on, man. I found the balance. That's all I can tell them too. And one of the most important things I did by finding that balance was finding time management. It's non-negotiable. Stop hitting the snooze button. Get up. Stop hitting that snooze button. Get up, make up your bed, and don't go back to it. Get out the bed, make it up, and get fired up. Some of my talks, I got this little mantra. Get fired up, get focused. I say 30 days to a new you. Yeah, get fired up, woo! Get focused. What I say, activate or stagnate. That's the absolute truth. That's a quantifiable, undeniable truth. Otherwise, you're suspect. See, I'm going to speak truth to you. I'm an ordinary guy doing some extraordinary things, but you can do this. Get your life in balance. Get your diet right. Get your rest right. Find the occupation that will allow you to exhibit that P3 I'm talking about. That you show up with passion. You show up with purpose. And when you walk out there into the universe, it's going to give you possibility. I'm a living witness, man. I'm telling you this. But you got to believe that you can achieve, and indeed you will receive. So get up off that organized chaos. Get that non-negotiable balance going. There are some things that you have to do. And I'm going to give you 7 of them from one of my forthcoming books. I don't know when I'm going to write this book, but one day I'm going to stop procrastinating. I'm going to stop and say, I want to do this, and I'm going to write my 3rd book. It's already in my head, been there waiting. Life's marathon to success. The A to Z's to strategies that will take you to the next level. And the reason why I made it A to Z is simply this. I've run 25 marathons, and there are 26 miles in every one of them, and I've completed them. There are 26 letters in the alphabet. 26 alphabet, 26 miles, and it's going to be this. 26 equal 26. Are you with me? Take action. Believe in yourself. You're the captain of the ship. Have a burning desire and a dream. Know your personal power with relentless enthusiasm. Always be fired up and be steadfast in your faith. And the 7th one right there, set your 30 days to renew your goals. Do what I'm talking about right here. Believe that every 30 days, my friends, every 30 days, something can happen in your life. That 30 becomes 60, it becomes 90, it becomes 120. The next thing you know is 6 months. And then a year later, like I did, I went to graduate school 52 weeks in a row, 52 Saturdays, 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock. I got fired up. I got focused about it. I knew I needed some more stability financially. I knew I needed more stability in my job occupation. I knew I needed to get off that organized chaos. That's imbalance. Get off that organized chaos. It ain't working. Get your 30 days to a new you MPC. That's my call to action. I'm giving a call to action right now. You'll get this book. You'll get that book. You'll get everything I expect out of you. I'll take you to the well, but you must be thirsty. And when I say 30 days to a new you MPC, you'll get maximum potential coaching. And we'll take it 1 month at a time. If you don't even like what I'm doing to you the first month, I would just give you back your money. But I don't think that's going to happen. Matter of fact, I know it won't happen because I'm going to fire your butt up in mind, body, and spirit. I'm going to fire your butt up to understand that imbalance is just nothing but toxicity. You got to clearly differentiate. Where is your imbalance? Where do you need to pick up? Where do you need to get away from the hiccup? Come on, man. Come on. You know who I'm talking to. You know what's up. Take those 7 days out of my 26 strategies. Action. Believe in yourself. You're the captain of the ship. A burning desire. You're empowered. You're fired up and you set your 30-day goals. Just take my 7 strategies. Take them right now. Take my call to action. Hit that button. I got you. Come into my maximum potential coaching. And I promise you, 1 year from now, woo! 1 year from now, I'm going to say, see you. I'm going to ask you to come on into my camp. I'm about to hit the button right now. I want you to subscribe to the next episode. I want you to subscribe to Who I Am. I'm theactivator.net. Who I Am, theactivator.net will get you there. Join the MPC 30 Days to a New You Club. Get busy.